Welcome to Golden Career IBPS PO interview classes, and in this video we will see what are the do's and don'ts of an interview. And this time classes are available in both the languages. It is in Hindi and as well as it is available in the English also. So if you want to see the review, you may pause the video here and read the review of our previous year interview classes, and you may also visit the community page of our YouTube channel. And if you talk about what will you get in the interview classes, then again it is mentioned on the screen: 100 plus video classes along with the many PDFs and current affairs and daily Hindi English newspaper. Once you have joined the class, link is given in the description box. You may check it, and after logging in your account, you will be able to watch the videos here, and these are the full length videos without any intro part. And from this here you can change the language. The videos are visible in the Hindi, and if you select the English language and after clicking on the submit button, the videos will be available in the English language. So let's start the video.
Let's start with the do's and don'ts of interview. So let's basically I will tell you do's and don'ts simultaneously. The number one is dressing sense. I have already told you in the first video, the video titled "What should you wear?" So your dressing sense should be good, and your attire should be formal. You should go in the formal manner. Do not wear like high heel, sports shoes. Do not wear very bright colors. Do not wear any very fluorescent color, and wear sober cloth, formal pants, shirts, pant, trouser, and girls you may wear the western like coat pant or pant, shirt, shoes, or kurti, legging, salwar, kurta. Anything will work, but please watch our video. What should you wear? You will it will be more clearer to you that what dress should you go for. Okay, and if you if you make any blunder, like last year a candidate there was a candidate who wore sports shoes on formal pants, so definitely your marks will be reduced if you do this type of blunder. The cost of formal shoes is not that much that any candidate can't afford. If you go to the any footpath like shop, you will get the formal shoes for rupees 200 only. And for the interview you have to do this. You have to spend this much amount of the money, and you don't need to buy very expensive clothes. Suppose you are in North India, where the interview will be held in the winter season, and you need to buy a sweater too. So let me define the cost. Number one, you will have to buy a shirt. It will cost you around 250 to 300 rupees. You have to wear just for one time, just for few hours. You don't need to buy any fancy shirt or any fancy brand. Like 2000 rupees shirt doesn't make any sense. Okay. Number two is one trouser, maximum 300 to 350 rupees. One shoes, 200 to 250 rupees. The footpath shoes will work. Just remember, it should be it should be formal. And number fourth is a v-neck sweater. It will cost you around 500 rupees. So this much amount of money you have to spend. You may avoid tie. It is not necessary at all. Even I didn't wear the tie while I was appearing for the bank PO interview. While I was appeared in the bank PO interview. Okay, so keep your dressing formal, and be polite with the panel. Don't argue with them. So there's few things that you need to keep in the mind. Number second is introduction. Do's and don'ts. What you have to do is, again we have already told you that what should you tell while introducing yourself to the panel member. Actually introduction should be proper, and one thing, you should be very fluent while introducing yourself. So what should you do for the fluency? There is only one thing that you need to do is, you have to practice again and again. Just stand up in front of a mirror or sit in front of a mirror, or if you don't feel comfortable while sitting in the front of the mirror, you can do is just start the video recording in your phone and put a phone on a table and just sit in front of the table and try to introduce yourself. After that, watch the video, and when you will watch your video, you yourself will notice what mistakes you are making. Okay, so rectify them, record again, watch the video again. If you are while watching the video you will notice that you are not very fluent, and you are making some mistake, you are pronouncing something wrong. So rectify these, and then practice again and again and again. After 15 to 20 times, 15 to 20 times, you will be very fluent while introducing yourself. It shows your confidence when you introduce yourself with in a fluent language. Okay. Number 3 is be confident. How will get the confident? Again, you are going for a bank PO interview, definitely you have to be confident, because if you are not confident, then even if panel asks a simple question, you know the answer, but again, as you are not very much confident, you will not be able to answer the question properly. Don't be afraid from the interview, and you need to practice many times. You need to prepare very well. You must be aware with all the banking situation, all the topics related to banking, and please watch all the videos which we are the providing, so it will boost your confidence too much, because after watching 80 to 90 videos you will have confidence in yourself, and you feel like you have knowledge about the banking sector. So practice many times. For the practice, again, you can do one thing. After watching our videos, when all the videos are available, just write down some questions and try to answer in front of, again, camera, and record your video. Or if you have any elder brother, or if your parents are very much literate, then you may ask them to take your mock interview. Provide them questionnaires, 50 to 60 questions, and ask them to take your mock interview and ask a few of the questions, and then you should record your interview, and after that you may analyze yourself. So you will notice what is wrong or what is right. You yourself will notice the blunders in your interview. Okay. So the fourth thing is body posture and gesture. Body posture and gesture. Uh, the number one thing that you have to avoid is overuse of your eyes and hands while explaining anything. We have tendency to use our hand while explaining the things to someone. It is okay, and you may use your hand, but don't overuse it, else definitely it will the negative impact, because and while making eye contact with the panel members, do not move your eyes frequently, like left to right, left to right, left to right. You are doing again and again, again and again. So again, there will be negative impact on the panel members, and it look like you are deliberately trying to make the eye contact, and it will not look natural. So yes, you have to make the eye contact with the panel members, but it should not be very frequent. It should not be very fast manner. It should look natural, like if you are explaining, and sometimes you are making eye contact with one panel member, and after in second question you may make contact with another member, so it will look natural, and definitely you will get good marks, and there will be a positive impact on panel members. Next thing is, you must read same day newspaper. The day when your interview is scheduled, you must read the newspaper, even if your interview is scheduled in the morning shift, which is 8 or 8:30 a.m. I think everyone has everything. Everyone have smartphones. Go to the Times of India, or the Economic Times, or the Financial. I think it is Economic Times, and one more banking, finance related newspaper. I forgot the name. So any newspaper, but you must be aware with the latest news. Suppose any big announcement is there, and suppose there is any big news in the newspaper, so you must be aware with it, because if the panel asks about that news and you have no idea about that news, then definitely there will be a negative impact on your interview, because if there is any big news, and especially if it is related to the banking field, you must be aware with that news. After reaching the venue, you will have sufficient time, because first you will enter, you will wait. After that, the document verification will be done, biometric will be done, and again you will wait. Then the interview will be start. Even the first candidate will face the interview at around 10 to 11 a.m. So you don't need to be in hurry. Just reach the venue on time, and after that, open your smartphone, open any newspaper, and read it. At least read all the headlines, so that you will have an idea about what is going on, and what is today's newspaper is all about. Next thing is, that is sixth number, is do not give wrong answer. Do not give wrong answer. If you are not confident about any question, and if you know that you do not know any answer, it's better to say, sorry sir, I don't have any idea, I don't know answer of this question. Perfectly fine. Even if the panel has asked 10 questions, you may say no in the 5 question. It will definitely not make much effect, but do not give wrong answer, and especially do not give wrong answer deliberately. If you are not confident and still you want to answer that question, so you may say, sir, I am not 100% sure, but I think this will be the answer. And whatever your answer is, you may tell them. But and if you are doing any guesswork, you may say, sir, I don't have any idea about topic, but I guess the answer will be this. So there should be, so that the panel must be aware that you are guessing the answer and you are not aware with the topic. Okay, so you have to avoid this wrong answer. Wrong answer will put very negative impact on your interview. So please avoid it. Number 7 is handle political question very wisely. It's HANDLE, handle political question very wisely. Okay, you may be supporter of any XYZ party, but again, when you are appearing for an interview, and if any political question arises there, better you should give diplomatic answer. Neither take favor of any political party, or not you should be against any political party. Give diplomatic answer. Suppose if the panel asks you, tell about the present government, how they are working, and do you like their working, and are you agree with the decision, with every decision which present government is taking. Any kind of question they may ask, so the answer should be diplomatic. You can answer like this, like you may tell them some positive point of the government, some negative point of the government, and you may say, sir, every government has some positive, and it's true. Like any government, even during the UPA regime and as well as the NDA regime, there are positive and negative of the every government. So answer wisely and handle the question very wisely, because suppose if you have taken side of any XYZ political party and the panel member are against that party, then definitely your marks will be cut, and definitely it is not the good way that you should support any political party in an interview. Better just tell them about the pros and cons of any decision of any political party XYZ. Okay, so now the 8th point is, do not argue with the panel. Do not argue with the panel. Suppose they asked any political question and you replied them, you have given the answer, but the panel member are not agree with you, and you are not agree with the panel member. Okay, then you must not argue with the panel member. First of thing, they are very senior, they are from the very high post, they are already working in the banking industry from past 20-25 years, so they know better than you. And the second thing, even if still you are not agree with them, you may say that, sir, I'm sorry, I'm not agree with you, I think this will be the right thing, You may say like this, okay, but again, if you are not agree with them, say with a smile, and don't argue with them, okay. And still, if they force, no, this will be the right, you may go ahead and you may be agree with them. You may say, yes sir, I'm agree with you, yeah, I'm partially agree with you. You may use these lines, okay. Number 9 is, if panel asks any communal question, so any Hindu, Muslim, Christian, something like this question. So again, just like the political question, handle communal question very wisely, and definitely every religion is good. There are not pros and cons of any religion, so better, if any communal question arises, handle the very wisely, and do not spread hatred there, and do not spread hate about any communal, any community there, okay. Else definitely, even you will not get the passing marks in the interview. So this is very important. Number 10th is, strength and weakness. Strength and weakness. You must be aware with your strength and weakness very well. And when you are telling about the weakness, please avoid, please don't do blunders like, you may say, sir, my weakness is I am very careless. So what are you going? What will you do in the bank if you are if you are very careless? You are very careless, and you may not handle locker keys properly. You may not handle cash keys properly. Then definitely the panel will not support these type of candidates, and they will definitely not give you sufficient marks. Even you may not get the even passing marks in the interview. So avoid these type of silly mistakes. And weakness, we will make a separate video about the strength and the weakness, but please avoid blunders, okay. Before telling them strength and weakness, please analyze the thing which you are going to tell them, and what will be the consequences of that weakness. You must be aware with it. Number 11 is, do not make noise in the interview room, okay. When you enter the interview room, you will be asked to sit on the chair, and suppose the chair is kept very near to the table, and you can't sit, then better don't drag the chair, okay. You may lift the chair a little, and you may you may place it wherever you want, okay, 1 or 2 feet behind the table, whichever is comfortable position for you, okay. And do not put coins in your trouser pocket, okay, because the coins will make noise and it will not look good. And the shoes or the sandals, girls and boys both, whatever you are wearing, make sure they don't make noise while you walk. So please choose the shoes very carefully. And this is all about do's and don'ts of an interview. I hope you have liked the video, and tomorrow I will be uploading a new video, and hopefully your interview will go really good. And definitely, if you watch all our videos, definitely your interview will go really well. Thank you, and all the very best for your future.